In a world that constantly chases the future, there exists a machine that becomes the future. A car born not from compromise, but from obsession, from the relentless pursuit of speed, symmetry, and soul. This is the McLaren Speedtail, a symphony of engineering that stretches the imagination, bending air, light, and power into one unbroken motion. Beneath its sculpted skin lies a heart that beats faster than time itself. A hybrid system delivering over 1,000 horsepower, 1035 to be precise, where raw combustion meets silent electricity in perfect harmony. Every revolution of the twin turbocharged 4-liter V8 is matched by the surge of an electric motor that knows no hesitation. Together, they propel this creation beyond 403 kilometers per hour. That's 250 miles an hour, a number that doesn't just measure speed, it measures evolution. In 12.8 seconds, the Speedtail surges from standstill to 300 kilometers per hour. It's not acceleration, it's ascension. The instant when road and sky blur into one continuous horizon. Every movement, every hum is calibrated perfection. Even the sound of the engine feels composed, not chaotic, a mechanical heartbeat conducted by McLaren's decades of Formula One mastery. But power alone is never enough. Speed without control is meaningless. And so the Speedtail's design was sculpted not merely to move through air, but to command it. Its body is a single teardrop, the purest shape in nature and the most efficient in motion. Air glides along its form like water over glass, parting around retractable digital cameras that replace traditional mirrors. When speed rises, the cameras withdraw and the car becomes a whisper, a shadow slicing through resistance. Every surface, every line, every millimeter serves a purpose. At the rear, the carbon fiber tail flexes, responding like a living muscle to the forces of wind. Active ailerons shift the balance between downforce and drag, allowing the car to stay poised even at 400 kilometers per hour. You don't simply drive the Speedtail, you pilot it, threading through air as though gravity itself were negotiable. Inside, the world changes again. The driver sits not to the left, not to the right, but in the center. The throne of balance, the perfect perspective. It's a tribute to McLaren's legendary F1, yet utterly modern, a command center wrapped in luxury. The cabin is an expression of calm precision. Carbon fiber surfaces flow into fine leather, polished aluminum, and bespoke detailing made to order. Buttons are gone, control lives beneath glass. Touch-sensitive panels respond like the cockpit of a starship, where technology disappears and intention takes its place. Above, the roof glass dims electronically, shifting its shade to suit the sun. No need for visors, no break in the view. The entire cabin becomes a sanctuary of motion, cocooned yet alive with purpose. Each Speedtail interior is unique, hand-finished by McLaren Special Operations, where artisans spend weeks crafting a space that mirrors the owner's imagination. Every thread, every hue, every finish tells a story of identity. Yet beneath the luxury, technology hums like an unseen current. The carbon fiber monocoque is the backbone, impossibly light, impossibly strong. It's the product of 1,000 experiments in weight reduction and rigidity, borrowed from the crucible of racing. The hybrid battery system lies at its core, feeding energy seamlessly to the motor with no lag, no loss, no compromise. Cooling channels run through the body like veins, maintaining balance between fury and finesse. The Speedtail doesn't fight nature, it collaborates with it, turning heat, pressure, and motion into allies of speed. And even when it rests, it never truly stops. Through wireless charging, the Speedtail remains ready, a living entity awaiting its next awakening. This is not a car built for convenience, it is built for communion, for the rare moment when human and machine become one continuous instinct. But perhaps the greatest power of the Speedtail lies not in its performance, not in its numbers, but in its rarity. Only 106 examples exist, each one a signature, a whisper of individuality captured in carbon fiber. Each owner did not simply purchase a car, they commissioned a legacy. No two Speedtails are identical. Colors, materials, patterns, all chosen, refined, and immortalized by the craftspeople of McLaren Special Operations. Every detail, down to the stitch, reflects the human desire to create something permanent in a fleeting world. Owning a Speedtail is not about possession, it's about participation, joining a lineage that stretches from the F1 to the P1 to the Senna, and now to the purest expression of motion ever conceived. It is the ultimate in McLaren's Ultimate series, the point where art and engineering are indistinguishable. To witness it move is to witness possibility itself. The air bends around it, reflections slide across its body like liquid silver. It doesn't drive, it glides, pulling time forward in its wake. Even when parked, it seems to lean toward tomorrow, restless, eager, alive. Because the Speedtail is not a celebration of what has been achieved. It's a challenge to what's next. Every journey in it becomes an event. Every start button press feels like the opening note of a symphony. As the engine awakens, the hum of electricity merges with the growl of combustion. Two worlds converging into one heartbeat. Acceleration is effortless, like thought turned into motion. Roads become ribbons of possibility, and the horizon is no longer a boundary. It's an invitation. The McLaren Speedtail redefines what it means to travel fast, but also what it means to travel beautifully. It is a paradox made real, ferocious yet elegant, scientific yet soulful. It carries the DNA of racing yet dresses it in art. It isn't a rebellion against limits, it's an understanding that limits are only temporary. For those who see it, it's unforgettable. For those who drive it, it's transformative. And for those who dream, it's proof that perfection is not a destination. It's a motion, a flowing, breathing, accelerating motion that never truly stops. Because speed is not only about how fast we move, it's about how deeply we feel the journey. The McLaren Speedtail is that feeling, made tangible. A vision of harmony between man, machine, and momentum. A glimpse into the future that will one day become the past, and yet will always remain timeless. It's more than performance, more than design, more than technology. It's the embodiment of human imagination, sculpted, engineered, and set free. And as long as there are dreamers who chase the horizon, there will always be machines like this one, machines that don't just go faster, but take us further. This is not simply a car. It is the awakening of speed itself. The McLaren Speedtail, where innovation meets art and the future takes form.